Hello and welcome back, everyone, back to Evindale and tonight's session of branching out a Leshy's Tale. So we ended up broadcasting on or streaming. Broadcasting? Ugh. We ended up streaming on Saturday night, and because it was we just wanted to. So if you've missed anything, check out the VOD down below. Are you comfortable enough providing a recap of the last session?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Okay. So last session, we had another tabletop first, continuing the non-combat combat streak.
That's right.
Literally the whole thing. Oh no. So Bramble was told by Avithal.
Avianth.
Avianth. I know it, and it's still written here. I gotta write it.
Write it, and I can guarantee you will be able to remember it. Not because if it's a trick or anything. Look at the spelling.
Avianth.
Avian. Th.
Yeah. Why is the spelling important?
Avian.
Oh, bird. Oh my God. Duh. Okay. Cool. That's so smart. Okay, so Birdman told Bramble to to go find 3 special mushrooms that he simply could not go and retrieve these mushrooms because they were in Creole Galal, and the Creole Galal will recognize him, but they won't know me. So I had to go down into a crack in the ground, which was a cave entrance, down a slope, and I couldn't go into any other entrances, just the one. And I had to find 3 mushrooms and come back and not die. So Bramble left Barbara behind, and Avianth was sus as fuck about that. But Barbara had a good time, and Bramble went down to the cave, turned into a snake, and basically did a whole cat and mouse game with 3 Creole Galal, and managed to get 3 mushrooms and escape and not launch a single attack.
I don't know how. I mean, and you were in like encounter mode too, which I so far your character has your character's enemies kill themselves or just don't or utterly fail, and so it's the most dangerous non-perilous adventure ever. So,
but I learned a lot about the Creole Galal and took that knowledge with me on the way back. And when I got back, Steve, when I got back, Avianth said, "Cool, thanks," and threw the mushrooms in a pot and started to cook them up. It was like, okay, and as soon as I eat, I could tell you about the book. And I was like, awesome.
Sorry about that.
So the required ingredients were literal ingredients. It wasn't for the book, it was for his tummy.
Yeah, it was actually. Yes. So
yeah.
So
it's okay. The real winners are the friends we made along the way, which is 0. We didn't make any friends along that way.
No. They are a nasty crew. So yeah, so that's where we are. Are you ready to engage in a little bit of game?
Yeah, and I apologize. I'll mute myself when I'm eating, but it's bramble salad.
it's actually bramble in a bowl.
Yeah, bramble bowl.
It's a bramble bowl.
Oops. Oopsie. It's like when you watch Pokemon, it's like, who's that Pokemon? It's like it's the bowl of the salad. It's like, who's that Leshy? It's Bramble.
I can't.
Anyways,
I can't.
cool.
Okay, all right, sweet. So with that, we transition. Once Avianth was done with his dinner, he kicked back, Grim, his raven, kind of hanging out on a nearby perch within the hollowed-out tree that is his home. The older human kind of lunges forward with a slight smirk on his face, fully understanding what he's done. But he's like, so, I suppose this would be a good time to tell you about the very thing that you were looking for.
Oh, yeah. I mean, literally any time could have been a good time, but I'm glad you are well fed.
And well fed. The mind requires this kind of thing. Food. You can absorb nutrients from the ground, can you not?
Yes, and so can you. And I gesture to the mushrooms you just ate.
Oh, this is true. All right, very well. Well, yes, but it was perilous action, and you needed to learn. Anyway, what do you know of these codex that you are looking for?
I know that it is very old and very protected, and that... One moment, I am thinking in my head of all the notes I took over my journey in the Circle of the Verdant Dawn and how they told me all about this book, specifically Oakley. It's supposed to tell... Is that the book that's supposed to tell me where the last seed of the first Leshy is?
This is a good possibility.
Do you know where the last seed of the first Leshy is?
I am not, as I have said previously, part of the curse that I have is I am forever to protect and yet never to know the contents of that which I protect.
Right, you did say that. So what were the mushrooms for exactly?
Well, to make sure that you are worthy.
But if...
He picks out a mushroom from his teeth.
So I can't read this though. Like, I don't know how to. I don't know this language.
So I understand that you're looking at the tomb right now. The tome. There is something that you should understand. Not everything is as it seems. The book that you are holding, that which you see here on my shelf, that you have taken down, put in my lap, and then tried to read. It is not meant to be read. It is a gateway. And there's only one question that the book will ever ask. What have you learned on your own journey? Nordaga wants to make sure that her children have not strayed, and what you are searching for is something to regain balance. So, what have you learned about Nordaga's world?
Well, it's pretty unbalanced. If you think about it. I mean, things are born or created or like conjured, and then they die and go back into the earth, and this is the way. But there's also, cave centipedes that end up defeating themselves when pit against a tiny Leshy. And Creel Galal, who have wicked speed and can see and hear a bug on the ground and yet miss me. And likewise, tiny little me, can climb up, scale a stone wall that's 5 times my height with no problem. So I've learned that there's just as much imbalance as balance. And I don't know if that really cancels it out or anything, but I'm still learning.
It does demonstrate that you have learned some things of the world and your impact on it. but more importantly, how you have managed to circumvent these cycle of life and death. This is not bad. This is what people do, right? We grow from our lessons, so I suppose that'll work. But nevertheless, none of this is really up to me. I was curious. I am here to ask on behalf of the book. Look at the page and tell me what you see.
I look at the page.
You begin to see a swirl of letters. At first, they begin to waver lightly as if it were hot air over a hot road. And then, as you do, you see that they begin to form. First letters of Sylvan and then other languages, some of which you understand. It's as if the book itself is now being rewritten so that you can read it. But then, the middle of it begins to fold inward. The book itself is not actually changing in any physical fashion, just the page. And the page, as thin as it is becoming almost three-dimensional. The words themselves begin swirling around until finally you see go... and the whole page in the book flutters, sending out a wave. Your leaves of your body move back and forth, and just a pressure change immediately. And then you see beyond what appears to be a doorway.
I'm sorry. This book just turned into a portal. Is that supposed to happen?
A library as important as what contains the actual codex would
There's
not
a
be
library
located
in there?
inside of a tree. You need to go to the library, and that is the gate to it. Step inside.
Oh, you don't have to ask me twice. I cannot wait. It's been real nice. I look at Graham. I'm like, it's been a real pleasure to get to know you. Barbara, have you said goodbye to your new friend? And
What? And everyone's like looking at what?
Barbara, say goodbye. We're going to the library now. Excellent. I scoop her up. She's like probably like at her fireplace. I like tuck her in the back. I'm sure there's a fireplace in the library. Anything else I could do for you? Do you need some rosemary, some herbs? I could.
He stood up and he's like, Grim? And Grim flies over onto his hand and he pops him up on his shoulder. We're going for a trip. Come on. And he's waiting for you.
Oh, you're coming with me. Excellent. Do you need a to-go container?
You talk too much, and he pushes you a little. And in you go. So, the first thing that you notice is that once you are there within, the air carries a fragrance of ancient parchment and whispers of forgotten lore. Shelves adorned with tomes and scrolls line the curved walls, their spines revealing glimpses of hidden wisdom. Soft rays of sunlight from a glass ceiling shine down. Stained glass on the walls also likewise. But yet you cannot see the outside. You don't know where this is, but it seems to be in a place where it is currently day. All of this casting vibrant hues upon a polished oak floor. The library's ambiance invites contemplation. Small corners where chairs are, lanterns just waiting to be lit, and candles to read by. All of it, a sacred space where mysteries of the world converge, awaiting those who seek enlightenment. When he steps out, there's a flutter of his cloak and then a giant book on the floor about the size of you closes.
Is there a hold on. Do I smell the sea in the air? And do I feel a certain kind of hot or cold that would be indicative of where I am?
No, it is temperate. You do not smell it. You said, do I smell the seed?
Sea.
Oh, the sea. Oh, like salty air.
Yeah.
Oh, No, you do not. That's a very good question. Wow. Investigation for the win. That was awesome.
Thank you.
No, you don't detect anything that could be that might be construed as the sea, and it's difficult to see outside because of all the stained glass. But it is a clear blue sky above, and it is sun. This is a little bit different than where you just were.
Okay, cool. I'm going to, like a kid on the first day of school, like holding the straps of my backpack, like look around. I'm like, what library is this? I've never heard of this place.
When you are cursed to live for hundreds of years just to gather certain pieces of knowledge that should not be in the hands of most people, you start finding places to hide things. I did not create this. I am just its caretaker for the moment until my time comes and someone else comes over. And then Grimm will guide them to this place so that they may learn about it and protect it.
Is
I'm
this
not
like a
even
pocket
sure.
dimension?
Oh, yes. We are not where we started. I'm not even sure. There's no doors if you look around. This very long hall with all of its curved corners and all of that, as far as I know, has no outside. But I have slept here, and I have seen stars that I have never seen before. Not here, not in my home, not in Mutvia, not anywhere.
And it's just us? Is there anybody else here? Hello, is there anybody else here?
There is no one else here. I am the only one, unfortunately. I have no company.
Well, for now, I'm the librarian.
Well, it might as well be. This is not a problem. So, but you are here for something in particular.
Yes, a particular codex.
Come with me. He walks. You came into like the center portion of the left side, or the one of the far ends. He starts walking towards the center, and there you can see a lectern. On the lectern is nothing. Say the name of it. Oh, I'm sorry. You're eating your granola or whatever you eat. I apologize.
Granola? That's what the fear bulbs eat.
Sorry.
This is literally just the crumbs in the bottom of my bag. There's a little bit of dirt, snail shell.
Cool. That's
no snail in it.
No. Hey,
No.
that's gotta go.
No.
Huh?
For you, maybe, not for me. That's very violent.
He like starts veering off a little bit, realizing his faux pas.
And I go near the God, what are they called again?
Lectern.
I almost said Liechtenstein.
Nope.
Lectern. Ethereal Codex.
You can see the scroll that is on there.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't one, but now there is. The scroll is rolled up initially, and when you say it, it kind of flops open and unfurls upwards, and then cascades down to the lectern. And here you can see writings of all kinds, and lettering begins to change. Then you see it roll back up two sides of the scroll, flip around sideways as if a wind came in, and as it unfurls, you see pages along with a hardened leather cover.
Cool.
The entirety of it, I'd say maybe 2/3 your actual arm span. And then the pages then finally open. These are the pages that you are supposed to read.
Out loud?
Yes, I would say out loud.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, here we go. In the last seed, oh, this is good. This is exactly what I need. In the sacred union of these cosmic energies, the first Leshy sprang forth, a testament to the harmonious duality imbued within the natural order. With every breath, this divine being embodied the unity of creation and the transformative power of destruction, weaving its roots deep into the tapestry of existence. As the first Leshy grew in power and wisdom, it birthed seeds, each a fragment of its essence, an embodiment of Nordaga's will to shape nature in specific ways. These seeds, scattered upon the fertile earth, bestowed upon the world the power to bloom and thrive, to reflect Nordaga's grand design in myriad forms. Through ages untold, these seeds fulfilled their destined roles, influencing the course of nature's path, sculpting forests, marshlands, and deserts with purpose. Every manifestation, from the towering trees to the delicate flowers, bore the imprint of the first Leshy's guidance, an echo of Nordaga's divine touch. Yet, as the cycle of seasons turned, a time of equilibrium emerged. Nature, in its boundless wisdom, found harmony, and the need for further intervention waned. A single seed remained, the last seed, a testament to the perfected balance achieved by the first Leshy's gifts. No longer was there urgency or necessity, for the world thrived in its natural state. And so the last seed was lovingly cradled and placed within a hidden sanctum, guarded by the ever-watchful beings dedicated to preserving Nordaga's divine legacy. Their silent vigil ensured that the balance of life and nature remained intact as the last seed awaited a time when chaos would disrupt the sacred harmony.
The page then turns on its own with a slight whisper there.
Ooh, the hidden sanctum. That sounds mysterious. As I approached the threshold of the hidden sanctum, the air shimmered with an ethereal presence, an otherworldly energy that spoke of guardians long awakened. Stone golems, etched with intricate runes and imbued with the essence of living earth, stood as silent sentinels, their eyes aglow with the wisdom of ages. Each step forward was met with their unwavering gaze, measuring the purity of intent and the reverence held within the heart. Guided by the essence of Nordaga, I ventured forth, and the sanctum revealed itself before my eyes. Its corridors, twisted and ever-shifting, defied logic and beckoned explorers to surrender to the whims of nature's caprice. Puzzles of elemental manipulation, tests of wit and intuition adorned the path, their enigmatic designs demanding mastery over the forces that shape the world. Within the depths of the sanctum, traps lay dormant, concealing their treacherous nature like slumbering beasts awaiting their prey. Illusions danced and wove intricate tapestries of bewilderment, testing the unwavering resolve of those who dared to proceed. The sanctum's defenses, crafted with the ancient wisdom of Nordaga, left no room for frailty or hesitation. In my mind's eye, I can still recall the intricate mechanisms, the interplay of light and shadow, and the whispers of ancient enchantments that echoed through the hollowed halls. Each step held weight, each choice carried consequence. The sanctum demanded more than strength and cunning. It required a reverence for the delicate balance of nature, an understanding of the sacred harmony that must be preserved.
You look back at him, and his eyes are white. The raven, looking and seemingly waiting patiently, itches itself a little bit, looks back again, and he then comes back.
Was I boring? Was that a boring book?
No.
Are you okay?
I am not allowed to learn.
Whoa, that's what happens?
It is unfortunate.
I was gonna start talking about what I just read, but I don't want you to go back to where you were. Where do you go? Oh.
I only understand that you are about to read, and then I acquiesce to the condition of my plight.
That's terrifying. Well, I learned nothing if it makes you feel a little
What do you mean you
learned
learned nothing?
Oh no, I learned everything. I'm just letting you know, like, in solidarity, I
do not need the solidarity. I've had that 100 years of existence. I know my place in things. What did you learn? I'm not allowed to hear it verbatim, but I can understand.
Okay, so I can summarize what I learned and you can listen.
Yes.
Okay.
Because then I can help you go find it if it is possible. Like, where is it?
Okay, so I think
And what
it's
does it do?
in.
He's actually getting excited, and then you hear a large chair be like, like being pushed across the oak floor, and then he sits down in it.
Okay, I think it's in a hidden sanctum that kind of, in a way, reminds me of this place, but like not this place at all because there's traps and stuff. There's no traps here, right? I like look around the room.
No. There's no reason for there to be.
Okay, well, there is a reason for traps apparently at this hidden sanctum, but you have to understand the delicate balance of nature in order to bypass the traps.
That makes
So
sense.
you don't. Yeah, that makes sense. But that's where the last seed is, and there are things that are guarding it. Like what were they? They were. Hmm, stone golems, and there
Oof.
were runes that were etched into them. Um, I don't know if there's any sort of like, I'm trying to think. I mean, I think like Mutvia has a lot of those gargoyle like creatures in their
Gargoyles.
architecture. Yeah, well, it says stone golems, but I'm just trying to come up with like, where in the
Oh no
world could
no no no!
this
Gargoyles
place
are not.
be?
Gargoyles are not the same. Mutvia's gargoyles are much worse than any stone golem. They make no mistake. A golem is something that is created by a mage, usually to protect or to carry out. We have them in Mutvia, but this is not what you describe. Is not what.
The architecture doesn't. Okay, all right.
No, so I can tell
Well,
you is wait, you mean to tell me it does not tell you where it is?
no. It just says that this person that wrote it seems like a journal entry, and that they approached it, but that it doesn't really talk about how it got there, how they got there.
How
Just
the
that they were
book got
guided by
there?
Nord. No, how he got there or they got there. Just
Oh,
that they appeared at the threshold, but they were guided by Nordaga. So
so now
I have
we
a
wait for
feeling.
your unique Nordage's influence or guidance in this.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Nordaga is kind of like not fickle or unreliable, just I'm not sure when she's gonna show up because sometimes I get visions and sometimes I, have to like prove that I can do something within myself. And it's very, sometimes I have to get mushrooms. It's very, it's very, are you sure you want to go on this journey? And so I don't know how often I will catch on that I'm being guided by Nordaga.
Visions, the fact that you even received those, tell me that you have access to knowledge that many do not. For this, I congratulate you for having been picked for it. But you will need a guide, and that will be much better than I. I will go with you as far as I can, which is to say to the foothills of this mountain. This is where I am cursed to stay. So, but I do not know exactly where this could be. If you have any sort of guidance, do you have anything that you have done specifically to be able to entreat Nordaga to give you more information?
Um, I could maybe meditate. Um, I could
He's
I mean, I
looking at
feel
you,
like
and he looks at your cloak, or rather, the vestments that you put on.
these. What?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's looking at him, and he looks over Grim and back at you. How did you find this cave? This place where these crown and vestments?
I believe that was part of my vision in the cave. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Was that part of my vision in the cave?
Barbara is like, and you see two little like T-Rex hands kind of come up for a second, and she's like,
in my brain.
and she looks at you, blinks twice, and goes back to doing that.
The crown. What are you,
Barbara,
Barbara?
like, and she hops down on the ground, and then you see how long are Barbara's legs as compared to her body?
She's a porcupine, so
Right,
she's got
a porcupine
little
Leshy.
sausage legs.
Little sausage leg. So what you see is like she like takes a deep breath, hunches down, and then stands straight up on all fours, which is honestly no higher than what she's been doing. But it's like a little bit more majestic. And then you see her just kind of prancing back, turning around.
The deer.
Did this deer have, and he looks at your vestments, antlers?
Do my vestments have antlers on them?
Yeah, right. Yes, they do. Yeah, let me take a look at them real quick. Where is it? It is here. There it is. I see it now.
I'm sure you told me.
So, this brown and green tunic is embroidered with patterns that resemble interlocking elk antlers.
I see that. You know, I've never clicked on it before. I just noticed that it was in my character sheet. I've never clicked on it.
I'm just going to add sausage pizza to your gear next time and just see what happens.
Well, I'll see. I mean, I'll see sausage pizza.
That's fair. All right, that's fair.
I've never needed to investigate what the vestments can do because you told me what they could do last game when I got them, or 2 games ago. So, okay, cool. So I noticed I'm like, oh, antlers. Okay, yes.
Yes, a deer or a stag?
Stag, yes.
You've been gifted a stag guide.
I didn't realize that was for me. I thought he was just out there doing his thing and
No. This is a good sign. As I understand it, when somebody is working on behalf of a deity, we must understand the deities themselves are particularly Nordaga is not one to, they just assume, drop an avalanche on you and then swallow you whole because you are food for the world. But when you receive a stag, it is because something is wrong and somebody listened to the hail, to the call, to the call of the wilds, I guess. It sounds poetic. And so you did. And this, now you're given a guide. This is good. This is rare, but this is good.
So the stag is gonna be there when
I do not know. you are asking a deaf and mute and blind librarian whenever a piece of information come my way. I
that's
do
right.
Not know.
Go ahead.
I was not saying anything.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, so the last seed would be in this hidden sanctum, and wherever that is. I don't. What if that's very far away?
Then I guess you travel very far away? I do not know the answer to that. How far are you willing to go to save your home?
I mean, I'll go very far away. It's just up until this point, it sort of felt a little bit like one step at a time. And now that I have the final destination of where the thing actually is, it feels like all of the steps in front of me are there all at once. And I suppose it's just a little daunting, but I was chosen for this, so I can do this.
Keep something in mind. This is how large is nature, and how large is your quest? Nature itself is everything you see and feel, everything you hear. Even my people building a city, a chisel upon stone is part of nature. Chisels made of iron, they come from the ground, do they not? Only wizards can conjure these things out of nothing, and even then, the material comes from somewhere. And so, everything around you is natural. So, if you are. Wait, hold on. There's one thing I can't show you about this place. And he looks up at the glass ceiling, and winds have picked up and are blowing clouds wildly across. And he goes over to and they stop, and it gets locked into daytime again. It's almost like an illusion, and the illusion just reset itself.
Oh, like the end of a GIF.
Yeah, exactly. He goes over to in the middle of a wall on one side, up on a brass podium of some kind. You see a yellow glowing orb. It's about hand size, human hand size, like you can palm it. And he goes over, and he looks up, and he puts his hand on it, and he can see. And immediately the clouds fly away, the sun sets, and you see stars. Now, he look up, comes over to you, and kneels down for a second. You see this? And he sits down and then just lays down to the ground staring up. Each of those stars are also part of Nordaga's creations. So, where we are, maybe we are looking at one of your home now. Or maybe one of them is your home. And maybe all of them are your home. So the length of your quest, when looked at through the lens of a deity, when you can see millions of worlds all over the place, how far are you willing to walk? Sometimes the guidance is very simple. Go from here to there. But what you are trying to do may take you to more than wherever the stag is going to lead. I have a feeling you are going to be on this journey for a very long time. It's never an overnight, next day, next week, next month, next year. Never happens like that.
Okay, well, I was running low on books to file anyways back home, so this sounds fine.
Good. In which case, then, I invite you stay the night once more. You've had a long day. He starts yeah, and then we come back. Oh, my back! You can hear pop, 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 stretches for a little bit. Yeah. So, you are more than welcome to one more time stay the night. He's now standing by the very large book that was on the ground at the far end, and like steps on it with his foot, and the thing goes flop. It just like flops open lazily, and you can see some of the pages. And he's like, he goes to step on it, and then come on, and then puts his foot back down and like kind of kicks it a little bit, and you see a page go flop. And then you see a swirling portal. It goes, oh, there we go. So you're more than welcome to stay the night if you wish. Rest up. And then prepare yourself for journey tomorrow. This is going to be something for you, I have a feeling. And do not forget something. Everything that you see is all part of Nordage's world. If it is natural, the animals, the plants, everything, humans too, a part of that. Slightly different level though. Do not become dismayed through their evil and depredations. Just always remember, everyone has a home somewhere. And some people do not want you invading it. So maybe this place that you need to go to is now someone's home. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. Honestly, I wish... He kind of like drifts off. I envy you. And I have no wisdom to give, because wisdom has been stolen from me. Let's go have some soup. And he steps in, and you see him, he kind of falls into the book, like literally as if he just stepped off of a cliff and goes.
Okay. I'm going to mirror that and just kind of like try to do the whoop.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. And the moment that you do, the scene immediately changes, and you can see the whole world kind of go like flip up to meet you, and you're standing there. It's a little bit jarring initially, but there you are. And you're back in the house. And he's like just starting to steady himself a little bit. Grim flies back over to his perch. So, what can I make you? Hey, you know what? I will surprise. And he just goes off into a quick little makeshift hearth area and creates some food. Meantime, if you have questions or something, maybe I can assist.
Should I be a little more like prepared? I like jiggle my bag, and it's got like a couple clattering things around and stuff. I just feel like I might meet some big nasties, and I've had really weird luck recently, but I don't know how lucky I'm gonna be.
He comes over, and he's got a frying pan that he's using to gesture with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have an idea where you might be able to get some things. Why you laugh? Why you laugh?
I'm not laughing.
What is this? And he looks on the underside of the pen. I see no smiley face. What do you? Why you laugh? Why for you laugh? Grim? Grim is just like nothing.
No reason. It was a funny joke. I remembered in my head. It's just a...
He goes back into the kitchen, like looks at you side eye. These kids these days.
Oh my god. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing now?
Oh, it's just a joke I thought about. There's nothing that you will ever find out about. He's like, you know, he's just essentially boiling water, and he's going to give you hot water for whatever, and maybe a little bit of like soil. Anyway, he's
So hot mud?
hot mud. Mud soup. You mean hot
Mud soup.
It's hot mud. So the first place, if I am not mistaken, your home is just north of here.
Yeah, that's right.
Huh.
What one?
Yes, it is up. It is what way. So, what I am saying is, and he comes over and he gets the map out again, and he shows you. So, what I am figuring is that we are currently here, yeah, on top of this mountain. Well, if you come back down the mountain, you go through, you will come back into Tearful Break. But something tells me that you would be able to equip yourself there or not. And there are many places that you can go. There is Dorathkel, the Zorali riders. Maybe they can assist you, but you have so many choices. Maybe if you go to Gatulurin, or I would not go to Sacred Death much.
No, I agree. I remember seeing that name on a map, and I just kind of told myself, I'll never go to a place that says death in it.
Yes. Well, we need to. The unfortunate puzzle right now is which way do you go? And that will determine where you get your goods.
I guess I gotta wait for the deer.
Was there anything in the book that you can remember that things go silent? Wind, like there's something glitching every now and then. And he stops and he looks at you. Do you remember what you read? You do. You remember it verbatim.
I do. I remember it verbatim.
This is good, then. This is very good. Then, in which case, is there anything in there that spoke any clues as to where it might be? Did it talk about temperature or anything?
Well, I don't recall anything in the last seed section, but maybe in the hidden sanctum. Oh, yeah, it said that the air shimmered with an ethereal presence, an otherworldly energy. So maybe it's not even here, or maybe it's in like the Umbra, or like, I don't know, something.
Shimmer with an otherworldly presence.
Mm-hmm.
What else was there? Any mention of night or day, light, shadow, fire, water, anything like that?
Well, the golems, they had runes on them, but they were like imbued with the earth. So somehow it feels like it might not be that far away from here.
Okay.
Even if it's in a different plane. And let's see, I don't really remember. Bloop, 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 bloop.
See if you can recall anything about anything in particular. When you first talked about, you said that it had traps and everything. Was there any information as to the kind of trap?
So there were illusions, and there were puzzles that kind of like, what? I had to do one of these before. Now that I'm thinking about it, they were like elemental puzzles, and I had to do one a while ago. I wonder if it's there. That'd be interesting. Maybe I should head there first.
If it
But
is where?
um back west, I guess, where I was a few days ago. I had to jump on little patches of they had like little elements on them, and I had to jump on them in the correct order.
Ha. And this was a sanctum that was protected by golems with runes on them?
No, it
Oh.
wasn't, but
Oh.
maybe it was the same thing. So maybe it's in a different plane at the same location, if that makes sense. Like, or maybe there's a clue there
Close
that
your
I'm...
eyes.
Okay.
Let's see. Recall now what the first thing said. And you see him well, if you were to open your eyes just for a second, you see him, he's like very eager to hear it.
The first thing that the sanctum part said.
If there's anything that might give way to where this is, like at least point you in the right direction, yes.
Right. Okay. So good thing I could read behind my eyelids as I approached the threshold of the hidden sanctum. The air shimmered with an ethereal presence and otherworldly energy that spoke of guardians long awakened.
Otherworldly energy. Guardians that long awakened. Okay.
Well, I assumed that would be the stone golems, but it could
I'm
be...
sorry. Please continue.
Okay. Stone golems, etched with intricate runes and imbued with the essence of living earth, stood as silent sentinels, their eyes aglow with the wisdom of ages. Each step forward was met with their unwavering gaze, measuring the purity of intent and the reverence held within the heart. Oh my gosh, Erin knows where this is.
Where is it? But say it in character. It's okay. Your character is an archivist back home and may have come across some of this knowledge. So allow ingenuity to...
When in the timeline did Crossroads happen? That's not yet, right?
No, that's way out there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Once there was a book about a merry group of adventurers, purely fiction, and they went to, they went to Sta Bree, and there was a place there where there were stone golems where you had to approach them and tell them your intent, and if it was genuine, you could pass. There's something about a tree. There was a druid there too. He was probably on drugs most of the time, and there was a fighter and a Tanao, and they didn't let them pass at first, but then they did.
If you feel that you know where this is, then I guess you are going very west of here, over to Starbury. But that place is not something I would ever... Wow. It would make sense. They have access to many things that many of us never had. I wonder, maybe their old Sajai would be able to give you some information.
Sajai, that sounds very familiar, but...
Sajai are their spiritual leaders. Each tribe has one, if I am not mistaken. They have all come together recently. I apologize. They came together. What year is this? I don't know. Maybe. God, it's been...
This is 64.
It was a long time ago. Very long
64.
time. Hold on, your mud soup is done. I don't know if you feed by standing in it or what, but...
Yum. It's gravy.
He made gravy. Mud gravy.
Mud gravy. It's
So,
crunchy. It's got a grit to it.
Oh, God. Why? Um, I unfortunately have no answers for you, and you have been guided by forces that are beyond my comprehension. I wish you the best of luck, but maybe it is better if we let you turn no I go to Nodaga's will.
Sorry, the soup is just really thick.
Yes, of course.
You know the ratio is typically 1 to 2, right?
No, I've never cooked for Leshy before. I apologize.
1 to 2.
Understood. Understood.
Okay. So I mean, if anything, Strawberry's like way out there. So if I end up stumbling on it on the way, then no harm done.
I think you need to turn yourself over to the guidance of Nodaga and then see what happens. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what then. Let us at least get some sleep.
Okay.
He goes over
dibs, and I go to the chair.
and you go to the chair. Hey, what? All right, fine. And he kind of like moves over, grabs his walking stick, moves over, pulls back a big curtain, and back over there you can see like another little nook has been carved into the wall of the inside of the tree. And on there is what is clearly an old straw mattress. Grim just stays right there on the perch in the center room, doesn't really move at all.
I am going to curl up with Barbara in the chair that is too big for me.
Oh, okay.
By the fire.
Okay,
and Barbara snores, so I'm sure
Snoring
I'm gonna wake
porcupine Leshy. I love it.
Yeah, she's the best.
Okay.
She's what I want to be when I'm old. And I sleep a whole long rest.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. And so you do. When you wake up and the morning has come, it's rather nice out. It's raining outside a little bit. It's a little bit on the. It's a little bit on the damp side. It's definitely gray. But you can hear a couple of birds chirping here and there. After all, you are in a forest.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sense of life outside that comes with rain. You are familiar with it, being a plant yourself. It's life. It doesn't represent negativity. It represents growth and life and rejuvenation. In the morning, he fixes himself a quick little breakfast of some eggs or what have you. And then by the end of it all, you find yourself standing beside the door to his place. He's now outside with you. And you can see the large forest ahead of you.
Okay. Well, thank you for this. Just so you know, there's a weird slab a little bit west of here, through the trees and or past the mountains, really. And if you get too close to it, well, actually, I'm sure Grim has already told you about that. I'm sorry about your friends. Okay. Thank you. And I'm gonna go find a magical deer now.
I wish you the best of luck. I am sorry I could not be of more help, but maybe one day we will see each other again, eh?
Yeah, hopefully, because I have to kind of go back in this direction to get home. But you were a really big help. Thank you.
Of course. I wish you only the best. Take care. Grim comes down off of a local branch after doing a couple of minutes of surveying around and lands on his shoulder. And the two of them, he puts his full weight on the walking staff, on the walking stick directly in front of him. He just sees you off. Which direction do you feel you are now going to go?
West. Definitely.
So you are here. You're
Yeah,
here
yeah.
at the top.
I'm not gonna go back home. I feel like that might be a little like it almost. I think that Bramble's feeling like that might be a waste of her time. Like they
Okay.
didn't really care anyways, so what's the point? But I think what's really happening is she's afraid that if she goes home, she's not gonna leave again.
Okay.
So I think she's gonna make a beeline west through the trees underneath that lake, and on top
like this way?
of the, I mean just in general west, yeah. Like
Okay.
yeah. Where's my carrot? Here's my token. Hold on. My token's over here. Oh, you can't see my token moving.
No, because I'm on the world map. If you take a look at the previous. Yep.
Oh, okay. So yeah, she's gonna go even more west through, like almost towards where the waterfall was, on top of the
Oh wow. All right. So then we are going to do 5, 10, 15, 20. Wow, this is going to be, it's going to take you a day just to get down to the forest. And
Okay.
that's where we're going to go. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, she's going to Starbury. Well, actually, hold on, because I'm thinking about maps now and how they work. If she goes east all the way, like past where the Zororly riders are, into the water, will she end up at Ivory?
In Ivory?
Yeah, Ivory.
No, you've seen the world
side.
map. It is massive, and no, there's more worlds over there to explore.
Okay. So
No, yeah, this globe is not
yeah.
the entire globe is not like the size of Europe. The entire globe, there's continents involved, and this is only one.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna have to go the long way. Okay. Yeah, I think her goal is to get to at least maybe this lake above Torskal to go down the river. But
So let's take a look at our planning here. So you're talking about, you think it's over here, this massive inland sea, essentially. I mean, this is like miles across. You're talking about traveling across. Wow. So really, you're going on the hunch. Oof. That's...
yeah, she's gonna go towards Starbury, and if it happens to be on the way, at least she's covering a lot of land.
Okay.
And maybe she'll learn something that'll make her want to go a different direction on the way.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Yeah. And she definitely knows about the map, the Valley of Blood, so she's not going down there.
So, alrighty. So there's a couple things I do want to ask you. First off, it's just beginning to be day one, or excuse me, hour one of day one. Your travels, you were asking about equipment.
Yes.
What specifically are you looking for, and are you planning on stopping off in some location that might be able to like provide you with these things?
No, that was mostly for roleplay flavor. She has she's also got a javelin and a long spear.
Okay.
But it's just she has this one dagger, so I think she's just sort of realizing how vast it's gonna be, and there could be anything. She can encounter anything.
Understood. So give you an idea of where you are traveling and how much. This is the world map.
Yeah.
And where you're starting off with is somewhere over here.
Yeah.
And you are traveling
all the way down
to over here.
Yep. Oh boy. She might go south of Motvia. We don't know yet.
Okay. I'm just, just letting you know. It's just a little
there,
thing.
right?
It's just
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Motvia is just a little baby.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So there you are on the mountain. It is your first day of travel. Chat, if I can have those of you who are playing, if you want to play along, you can, by the way. Exclamation point D100. And that will then give me some things that Bramble over here might end up running into. Let's see what we... Yeah, I know. That's always fun. Let's see. I'm waiting for my map to return. I had to pull up the world map. Now I'm waiting for the other one. Where are you? You know what? Hold on. I can always roll it too. You can always roll it. You want to roll it? Hold on.
Roll.
Oh, Alex roll it. Oh, it's 38. Ooh. Let's see here. Okay.
Grilled cheese sounds really good.
Oh, grilled cheese. Oh, God. Yes. Absolutely. Okay. Alrighty. Then we come back down.
Oh boy.
Okay. Hold on. You gotta.
Oh, trust me. You take your time.
No,
with
no,
that
no.
energy.
It's fine. I just wanna, you know.
With the
okay.
what?
No.
Oh my god.
No, you're good as far as you know. So.
I feel like I rolled an 8 on my perception.
No, you're doing great. Speaking of, can I have a survival check, please?
I literally cannot even.
Why? That's fine.
Just kidding.
No, it's all things are good, right?
Yeah, totally. We're in a totally safe place. Fuck yeah! I rolled a 26.
20. Okay, not bad.
Perfectly safe. I get carried like a baby all the way to Strawberry.
I don't think it works that way, but sure, yeah, that's it. You know what? And you find the seed.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, everybody.
Yep, absolutely.
For branching out in
Jesus,
Leshy's
that was it. Let's see.
I
Okay.
completed the entire campaign without launching a single attack.
Yeah, that's absolutely. I still can't believe that that's been a thing. Alrighty. Let me pull this up. Here we are. You begin coming down a mountain path, and there's a brief moment there where you feel something like the ground shaking now. You've been traveling through the morning. It's not been an issue. You can see that there's, trees and other things like that all around you. Not a problem whatsoever. Everything seems completely normal. And then a pebble was just rolling downhill a little bit, skipping over things here and there. And that's when you feel the rumble. It begins to take over wherever you are. You begin looking around, and you can see like that just the surface itself as a dull roar begins to take over. You feel it in you. It rises. And then over to your right, you start moving directly uphill. Only you're not moving. The entire land off to your right is sliding down. A massive avalanche begins to take over the entire area. Finally, you manage to latch on. You can see it. It's like maybe quarter of a mile away, but you can see this entire thing just sliding straight down. And the way that it works is that the entire avalanche ends up crossing path where you would be for much further downhill. This is going to create rather treacherous areas. You're looking at dirt mixed with snow in some areas. Huge rocks coming down. Your survival skill was a 26. That's going to allow you to find some safe routes through this area. But there is one point as you continue going down. You've come across a little bit of a cliff. It's all soft earth around. Everything, the entire avalanche is completely taken out, like some of the area beneath you. You have to end up skirting around. And a little bit lost, you're going to have to end up going south in order to go west, and this, that, and the other thing. But on the other side of it all, far down, You see now at the daylight is starting to just wane. You can see a tiny golden glow.
I'll go towards that tiny golden glow.
Give me another survival check.
Okay. Please don't be the exact opposite of the roll I just gave. Oh, thank God, 25.
25?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Go through. You find your way over some rocks and what have you, some fallen trees, and it's treacherous. But fortunately, you do manage to make your way through. However, it's now towards the end of the night. You don't have... Yeah, I'm going to say you've got some energy in you. However, you're getting the feeling that now that you've come down into the foothills and into a slight glade-like area, there's some trees around. This is not where you saw the golden, or is it? It's a little hard to tell. You think you're in the area of the golden glow? But now, in a forest, a glade, an opening, there's something about this that seems incredibly familiar. Give me a nature check.
Fuck yeah, 23.
Dude, man, this is...
Yeah.
Well, we
18,
never...
17, 15.
What's that?
I rolled at 18, 17, and 15.
Dude, this is fantastic. You are rolling like this is awesome. Okay, cool.
Well, now it's gonna suck for the rest of the night.
No,
we both acknowledged it.
Well, nope. You've been rolling horribly, and
absolute trash.
Yeah, it's absolute trash. I sincerely hope that. Okay, so let me. There we are. What?
Do better, Erin.
No, I'm just nope. I'm not saying anything. That's you. You're all good. All good. Let's see if we do. Let's see. This should be okay. Yeah, this is fine. So, coming into this area, it seems like it's going to be a good, peaceful place. It's a little bit out in the open. There is a tree line off to the sides, obviously. A couple of rocks that are here and there. What really triggers it for you are the mushrooms. You come across one. It looks familiar. You've seen these back home. And now you know to look for the others and see if they appear in circles. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 16.
16.
Yeah.
You begin looking around. And by the moon's light, you can see here and there a circle and another circle of mushrooms over there. And some more on the other side. The glade itself, just on the other side, is the beginning of a large marsh. You can hear the sounds of the night welcoming you, but you also understand you are also in someone else's territory.
I will... I'm sure that I had like some kind of leftover, because he promised, Avianth promised that he would make acorn bread for when I got back. So I'm sure he has extra that I wrapped up in my backpack.
Yeah, well, we'll say sure. Yeah, we'll say he held on to that.
So because it's nighttime, I have to stop, but I'm gonna take out some of my acorn bread and like hold it up ceremoniously, be like, I have brought you snacks that I offer you for your hospitality of a night's rest. Safe night's rest wherever you are. I am but a little guy, and I'm gonna set the acorn bread on the ground and then find a hole in a tree to sleep in.
Give me a
So I'm
diplomacy
not disturbing.
check.
Okay, so I'm not disturbing the ground.
Sure.
That's not bad. It's 18.
Hmm.
Why? Why?
Okay. No reason.
Where's my harmlessly cute feet? Where is it?
Yeah, look for your feet now.
Harmlessly cute. What does that do? Shameless request skill feat. Okay. Well, it's not an outrageous request. So I'm not going to do that. We're cool. Hopefully I just my own personality merit. I can sleep.
There is a face that pops out in the moonlight just as your eyes begin to close. It's across the glade, just on the outside of the marsh. How far away would you say that you are to the more moist sections of Earth?
I mean, I'm in a tree, so a little farther away. I probably naturally stay a little farther from like banks of the water because of creatures that could just kind of like chomp on you.
Okay.
So.
The face across the way is down on ground level, peering out from behind the trunk. You recognize it's an unmistakable silhouette of a fey creature. It ducks back, and then you see another one pop out on the other side of another trunk somewhere else. And then out from underneath the rock, nope, it's actually the entire rock comes to life as the entire back shell of a creature that slowly moves across. How are you reacting? What are you doing?
I think that I lived in a Fey village. I mean, and they weren't as like mysterious and like whimsical as these ones, but I think in a way I'm sort of like admiring their like truest self. It's almost like I'm watching like a dance like occur. So I'm probably very
You do understand, of course, that Leshies are much a part of that kingdom as any of these creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Give me another perception check.
Okay. I should use my new dice. 20.
What's your dexterity?
What's my dexterity?
Yeah, because it's a tie.
Oh. Okay.
Well, tie kind of goes to the defender anyway, so... Yeah, you know what? It actually... You know what? Tie goes to you. So... You're laying there in the branch, and you're like laying on your side, or what have you?
Yeah.
There is a... It almost sounds like a brief... A little bit of wind blows in your area, and with that, there's like a magical chime on the air, barely out of ear's reach. And then the smell of sparkle and stardust. There is something near you on a nearby branch.
I think I'm like laying like this with like my eyes like squinted just enough to be open a little.
Are you laying on your side?
Mm-hmm.
It seems it's coming in from behind you.
I'm gonna like pretend like I'm rolling over like I like roll over on my other side.
And you can see it's just okay, so as you do, you flip over and you are looking straight across into other branches, and about 10 feet away you see a sprite.
What's it doing?
It was trying to sneak up to you, but right now it's just kind of like frozen. It's just looking at you.
Did you like the acorn bread? Or are you like allergic to gluten or something?
She stops. She like turns away and like tries sneaking back up the branch, and you can see she has very so first off, she's tiny, but she has these moth wings that just make her look so much larger. A pair of antennae on top of her head. And strapped to her side, what is to her a massive two-handed blade was someone's dinner knife.
It's just a little butter knife. That's so fucking cute. Okay, I love her. Bramble's gonna be like, wait.
She stops and kind of looks at you.
What's your name?
Why do you need to know?
My name's Bramble.
Oh. Actually, that's kind of cute. I can't say. My name is Nimbus. Hi.
Nimbus is cute too.
Thank you.
What
What are you doing here?
I'm just passing through, but I got little legs, so I can't go that far. So.
Oh, you've got giant legs. Look at those things. They're like tree trunks.
Well, thanks. I grew 'em myself.
I see what you did there. I didn't grow these. I kind of came out that way. Anyway, hi. So what are you doing here?
Well, I'm on a quest. Long quest.
She immediately like sits down on the branch and then realizes she's like 7 feet away and kind of like butt scoots down and then like comes a little bit closer.
Really? What are you like? What are you doing? Are you doing anything special?
She's totally talking in Sylvan, so this is a good thing that you can do that.
Yeah, awesome. I also speak in Sylvan. So I'm on a really long journey all the way to Sta-Abri.
Sta-Abri? What's a Sta-Abri? Is
It's
that a cheese?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, it's not a cheese. That's so good. That was really good, honey.
Thank you. We don't know each other that well enough yet, but that's okay. And that tree over there has a full beehive, and over there you find some honey.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, all right. Sta-Abri is a place, a really far away place, and apparently the last seed of the first Leshy is there. And that's what I am trying.
Last seed of the first Leshy. I think. Hey, Boxley, did you have a last seed of the first Leshy for dinner the other day?
I hope not.
And you see the rock kind of turn around, and it's like, and it just goes back to doing what he's doing.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know anything about a last seed of the first Leshy. Is this like your first cousin or something? You're a Leshy, right?
Yeah. I
Cool.
guess it's kinda-
Never met a Leshy before. Well, that's actually a lie. I bet 23 of them one time. Oh, we eat sounds. That's good. So let me ask you, do you have like 23 cousins? And that's why you met the first one?
No. No.
Hey, I have a question for you.
And she like scoot, comes over, and like you can see her moth wings just barely carrying her. She's wearing like the tiniest little coats and trousers and everything like that. And she just like sets it.
Is this too close? Am I invading your personal space?
And then flutters to be like 6 inches from you and just like flitting around your face.
Maybe just a bit, but not in like a.
And then she flies back like.
Is this better?
And like 3 feet away.
I mean, it's fine. In between, any in between.
And she sits right back down about 3 feet away where she was.
Hey, look, I got a question for you. I've been trying to figure this one out. Maybe you can help me figure it out, and then if you can help me figure it out, maybe I'll be able to help you out with like this whole seed deal. Because there's a lot of seeds. You know why I know that? Because we're in a forest, and like the trees like to poop them all over the place, and then if you pick them up and then you plant them, they turn into like little baby trees. They're like so cute. They're like everywhere. I mean, just look. It's almost like we're in the middle of a forest, and then there's plants. None quite like you, but well, no, I did see like 23 the other day. There was like 23 left.
Nimbus, what's the question?
Oh yeah, right. Hold on.
She reaches into like a backpack and pulls out this wee little scroll and then opens it up, flips it upside down, and go. Okay, all right.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. In shadows I lurk. My voice a soft hiss. I keep thinking snakes. I'm not too certain. Anyway, in shadows I lurk. My voice a soft hiss. I crawl and I slither. The master of abyss. Tell me, what am I at my core? A creature of darkness forever to explore. This thing was asked of me like 5 years ago.
And like you see a couple of other sprites, pixies, dryads. Like one dryad is like hanging out on the tree. You just see the bark. It just kind of like there's a dryad there, and a couple of others that are like, yeah, we don't know what this is. We have no idea, but we haven't seen a Leshy.
Yeah, we have seen a Leshy. We saw a 23 one time. I think it was like last week.
It was last month.
Okay, so that's what was asked of me. In shadows I lurk, my voice a soft hiss. I crawl and I slither, the master of abyss. It's like, it's like goth or something like. Anyway, tell me, what am I at my core? A creature of darkness forever to explore.
Maybe a shadow?
And one of them like turns and like looks over at her, and you see there is now something moving in her coat pocket.
You may want to look in your pocket.
And
What?
and she's like checking the other pocket. She's like looking around.
There's nothing here. What are you talking about?
I think he meant that pocket.
Oh, hold on.
She pulls it out, and you can see it's just this tiny little black. It looks like a piece of obsidian.
Yeah.
But it's actually glowing a little bit of purple.
Whoa. It's never done this before. I was going to make a spear out of this thing, like a spear tip. I tried chipping it away on the other side, but it never actually chipped. It just kind of cut my hands. And then I was bleeding for a little while. And that's when I met the 20... What?
What is that?
Oh, this was given to us. It was kind of given to me. I mean, it was kind of given to me. At least I thought it was kind of given to me.
It was actually given to all of us, if you really think about it.
No, I think it was... Okay, anyway. So, one day, there were 23 Leshies that came through. And then they... No.
Wrong story.
Okay, well... So I found this on the ground. And then I picked it up, and then I started having, like... voices in my head, and it's not that exciting. It's so much more exciting if 23 Leshies come and visit. Anyway, so if you ask it a question, it responds back with that, and it doesn't say anything else. And it's always like this sound that comes out of it. It sounds like, I don't know, but it's never glowed before. So maybe this is for you.
Okay. I'll take it.
And it immediately stops glowing.
Oh.
Okay, that's weird.
I think I broke it. Do you want it back?
No. It looks like you rolled a 1. What I'm more interested in is, okay, all right, hold on. You ready? Let's do this again. Hold it this time. Don't cut it. That's the sharp side. So.
Okay.
All right. In shadows I lurk, by voice a soft hiss. I crawl and I slither, the master of abyss. Tell me, what am I at my core? A creature of darkness forever to explore. You said
Shadow.
And it begins glowing purple again in your hands, but ever so slightly.
shadow. Shadow.
Shadow. Wait. Hey, Nimble? What do you think it is?
I'm not so certain. A shadow what? Hold on, maybe this one knows. Hey, you. What is it? A shadow what?
I don't. Just a shadow. It's shadows create shapes, and they could be creatures of darkness.
Well,
'cause
I
they
mean,
lurk.
wait, a shadow what?
Just a shadow. I don't see. I heard a riddle, so I was giving an equally cryptic answer.
Oh, okay.
Well,
hold
it's
on.
like,
Yeah, I mean, you're the smartest one that's been here in like 3 billion years, so why don't we, try to figure it out?
Hey, I'm smart.
Yeah, okay. So, in shadows I lurk, my voice a soft hiss. Shadows hiss?
I guess not, but it's not a snake.
How do we know?
Is it
You see
snake?
it go, it goes back. I'm sorry, the glow stops and then comes back when you say snake.
Is it brighter or darker?
It's about the same, dim.
Shadow snake.
It immediately, it begins glowing like a black light. You see it's, first off, it's seen, now that you're holding it, it appears to be the same shape as the eye of a snake.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Whoa! What did you do?
I just put the two answers together. I've never heard of a shadow snake before.
It's
but if you look at it,
shadow
doesn't
snake.
this kind of look like a eye of a snake?
You were so smart! How did you do that?
I just looked at it and noticed that it was the shape of a snake eye.
You'd think maybe... Wait a minute. You're really good at this. You know what I'm wondering? If maybe...
No, don't send that one over there. She's too cute. We're going to keep you here. Is that okay?
Well, I mean, sorry. I have more acorn bread in my bag.
Oh, yeah, we like acorn. I mean,
do you want? So I'll give him another piece.
Yeah, you see this big old meaty, hand made of earth just totally come out. And the branch is under his weight, kind of like bowing just a little bit. He takes it and just shoves it in his face and just kind of and it just goes off. The entire tree is shaking every time this little guy moves. And meanwhile, the other one.
Yeah?
Send me where? I mean, that was very nice of him to say that I'm super cute, but that actually happens to be one of my feats. So
What? Well, you've got feats. I mean, I have 2 of them, but what do you have?
Oh, I'm just a little guy. I'm harmlessly cute.
Well, are you though? Let's find out.
Do you... What's the mechanic of that feat, please?
I wasn't gonna use it on him.
Well, okay. All right. I mean, you can roll deception if you want. I mean, it's mainly when you're rolling initiative, but.
Oh, wait. Are we fighting?
No.
Oh no.
No. You said the name of your feat. And I didn't know if you were gonna do something like.
No. I was just talking about it.
Oh, okay. All right. So no smoke here. Okay, cool. All right, that's fine.
No. Yeah. So where are you trying to send me?
Well, it all depends. There's creatures much wiser than us. We never really leave this place. I mean, we've heard tales of stories and of books and storytellers and all sorts of things that are everywhere. So what I'm thinking is that maybe you should go find The storyteller.
And all of them are like behind, just going, storyteller.
I mean, what do you need something from the storyteller or?
No, I don't. I would never. I would never do that. Never, ever go see the storyteller. But maybe you should. Maybe you'll have better luck than the other one.
The other. What?
The
What
other.
other
Well,
one?
I mean, there was, Briar kind of went to go see the storyteller. Briar didn't exactly last, huh?
Wait,
But the storyteller has a lot of knowledge, and I'm thinking maybe if you have one of its eyes, it'll treat you better.
is the storyteller a snake?
Well, maybe, kind of. I mean, do snakes have legs, don't they?
No, not typically.
No. I mean,
Can I?
this one kind of has legs.
Like a lot of legs, actually. Lots of legs.
Is it? Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it a cave centipede?
No. Those are harmless. I mean, they're poisonous, but they're venomous, I should say. There's actually a distinction. Some plants are called poisonous because they actually do have poisons. But animals and those things, they're all weird. It's like, I'm going around and I've got pointy teeth and I have poison. But it's not actually poison. It's called venom. And you know how I learned about that?
How?
Because I saw a kiwi die. That was awful. Got eaten right up by a spider right after being envenomed. I think that's the word.
I don't think that's a word.
It's a word now. So yeah, kiwi kind of bit it. Well, actually, no, the spider bit kiwi, and then, whoo! You ever see a bug? Yeah, that was kiwi. His back on his back, all 6 legs straight up. Anyway, we think you should go see this. Go see our friend.
While that's all happening,
Yeah?
while that beautiful story was.
Hey,
being
what do you got going on there? Wait, I'm watching all your hands. What are you doing?
I want to kind of get a read on their like motive. Like, why are they encouraged? Is there like a insight?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Also, just to let you know, you're gonna love this. You ready for this?
Sure.
I don't have any actions in my sheet.
What do you mean? Where?
In my character sheet?
In Hero Lab or on Foundry?
Foundry.
What do you mean you have no actions?
Correct.
Oof.
And
You don't.
no, I don't see it at all. And I know you spent so much time on it earlier.
Okay, well that's not a problem. All right, so you have okay. So
Here's my perception check.
Yeah, so give me your perception. What'd you get?
25.
So this is a sprite. Sprites are kind of like they're a little bit on the mischievous side. They have no problem. It's like typically when you think of Fae, you think of a sprite. They are really tiny. They're like diminutive. They are whimsical. This one seems to be particularly mischievous, and the other ones, especially the heavy one over there on the branch, who kind of looks like a turtle made of rock, but with a much wider, almost like boggin-like face. With tiny little stumps of legs that look more like clawed elephant feet. And he's able to apparently climb trees. So this one seems to be acting like a sprite, and that's about it. Which can mean anything. Just utter and pure chaos. You know what you're dealing with.
So, I I'm sorry. Why do I need to find the storyteller?
Because
exactly?
you're the one who very clearly can solve the. Well, we think. Okay, so there was. Well, you know what? I'm not sure. But if you think that's a snake's eye, I know a snake that's missing an eye and kind of has a. It's all in shadow and stuff.
Okay.
Snakes don't have legs, you said, right? I'm pretty certain they have legs.
I don't think that's a snake then.
Well, that's, you say snake, I say snake.
Oh my fucking god. I'm so done. So okay. See, but the thing is though is that I'm on my way to Starbreeze to find a seed.
I mean that's fine. You're talking about like the last seed and stuff like that, and I'm figuring that, well, you very clearly are smarter than us, and there's also something else that's smarter than us, and it's a thing that has that as an eyeball that's now in your hand. I mean, it kind of looks like it's a glass stone or some kind. So anyway, what I'm thinking of is that you can ask about this thing. Maybe they have a better idea.
Well, I'm not sold on Starbreeze anyways, so you do have a point.
Well, I mean, I don't know where this cheesy land is, but what I'm thinking is that it's a long ways away. And, if you were planning on hunkering down the night in one of our trees, so you might as well be charged rent.
There it is. Thank you. I've lived with sprites before at home, and
cool. Do you know John?
The one with the face, right?
Yeah. Oh boy, he's got a face, all right.
I do know John. He has got a face. Anyways, the point is that if you're gonna ask for a favor, just ask for a favor. You're not like.
Oh no, I'm not asking you for a favor. I'm just saying that you might be the right person to get a right answer out of the right snake. Just saying.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, I almost choked.
Well, sounds like you've got a. sounds like you got a. Our friend over here knows the particular maneuver.
Who?
You see the big guy, he comes like rushing at you, and it's just thump, 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 and it like totally like slimy tongue right up your face, and then sits back and looks at you.
Okay. I guess I'll go find a snake.
Oh wait, did that? Oh, hey, Heim, it worked.
Shut the fuck up.
I knew my lick would work.
Shut up.
So, we got a thing here. So,
oh my god.
You know what? I'll show you exactly where this thing is. It's just over here.
She flies down off of the branch and down onto the ground and is just talking like as she goes off.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that, like over here, you probably have to go through over there, and then there's like a little bit of a hole in the ground, and then over there you're gonna be. Oh, hey, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm just.
Or do you need sleep first?
I do. I mean, goodness gracious, I should sleep first.
Okay, then you sleep first.
And then I do the snake thing.
Then you do the snake thing. All 8 legs.
Oh God! You keep describing a spider,
Not a spider. No, we know what spiders are.
Oh, yeah. We know what spiders are, right?
It's like a whole chorus of them are just like, yeah, we know what spiders are, and they just like start backing off, like checking over their shoulders.
Okay. I am going to sleep now.
Okay, that's cool.
And you hear her flapping of wings, and she comes up and just like sits about a foot from you.
Oh. Goodness. Okay. How about let's play a game?
Huh? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I thought you were gonna. Okay. Game.
No, we're gonna play a game.
do.
Yeah, this is my favorite game.
Favorite
It is-
games. Okay.
Yes, this comes all the way from Willow Bark Thicket.
Willow Bark Thicket. Willow Bark Thicket. I haven't heard that name in like ever.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, and this is the game. Are you ready for this?
That's where you're from? Oh, that's. You know what? That makes it special.
What? Why?
Well, it's where you're from. I mean, somebody's got to come from somewhere, so it's got to be special to someone. I don't really give a shit, but
Okay,
I mean,
are you ready?
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
ready for the game?
games. Let's do it.
Okay, here it is. Here
Okay.
it is. I'm going to sleep for 8 hours.
8
okay?
hours. Okay.
For 7 hours and 59 minutes
Okay.
and 59 seconds,
Yeah.
nobody is allowed to say a single word.
What? Have you ever been in a swamp? He farts. And that stuff is like, it was what makes the gas bubbles over there. And that's how will-o-wisps are born. Swamp
That's
gas.
great. And that's fine. I'm happy. I love that journey for him. But for us, the
Okay.
ones playing the game,
7
it's a secret
hours,
game.
59 minutes, and 59 seconds.
yes, not a single word, single tiny sound. You
Cool.
just have to be completely silent.
Okay.
And if you win,
Yeah?
you get to be the Queen of Whispers,
Queen! I don't want to be queen. There's no queens around here.
the Mage of Whispers.
Oh! I get to be the Mage of Whispers. Hey, hi, you hear that?
But only if you're quiet for 7 hours.
7 hours, 59 minutes, and 59
59
seconds.
seconds.
Okay.
Yes, or the spell is broken and the game ends.
Spells, bro. Oh, you're casting a spell. Oh, you're one
Well,
of
I'm
those.
not. No.
What?
This is nature's work. It's the Mage of Willow Whispers.
But you were so like, mage isn't like the wizards. I've heard of those. They cast the spells. Okay, 7 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. All right.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yep. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Start.
Hey, I have a question to ask you. What's a second?
Oh, okay. Oh. I'm gonna. You know what? Ask your friends down there. I'm gonna take 2 pieces of acorn bread and stick them underneath my hat and against my ears.
So you have acorn bread earmuffs. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to go to sleep.
All right. She like
I cannot.
she like looks at you and it just kind of leans off the branch and then like does a dive bomb.
Hey guys, who here knows what a second is?
And somebody, I know what a second one is. That's after the first one I eat. That's right.
And then flies right back up. Hello! So I found out what a second is. However, I'm not too sure that we can actually fit 59 seconds in our tummies because we're kind of small. But if you think, hello,
Like knocking on the acorn bread earmuffs.
I love that you've really captured Bronson in this experience.
Your son.
Yeah. I like that you're embracing this new future role of yours. If you can't beat them, join them.
Okay, so
Anyways, so I'm gonna try to ignore. Am I able to? How effective are these earmuffs?
we're going to say that they're very effective, and then eventually you'll be able to get a good night's sleep. But just to
Great.
confirm, and because we're dealing in the realm of chaos, let's turn it over to chaos. Why not? Give me a survive. You know what? Give me a fortitude save. With why can't I remember? It's with
advantage.
Yeah, but it's not called advantage in Pathfinder.
Oh, not proficiency.
No.
I don't know.
That either way, we're still relearning Pathfinder 2e. Forgive us.
How do I do this?
Well,
I shift, right?
I think so. Maybe. Fortune.
Nope.
That's it. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Fortune.
Well, it was a. Hold on. That was not. I need one more. I don't think I'm going to beat a 26 though. Yep, 26.
Are you serious? You got 26?
Yeah, I'm an expert in fortitude. So actually, I'm pretty sure that means that successes are crit successes, but I could be. I think
You're
it's a
fine
feat of
either
mine.
way. And you managed to get through. There was a point there when you were moving around, or there was a lot of movement all around you, chaos all over the place, until finally the night just simply took you. In the morning, it is gorgeous out. Here in the glade, it is all entirely quiet. No one is making any sounds whatsoever, and then finally, it's gorgeous out.
Okay, Bramble's gonna wake up, and I doubt Nimbus went very far. So she's gonna go up to her. Where's this 8-legged snake?
You don't see her around.
Oh.
Matter of fact, it's quiet.
Cool. Very mistrusting of the situation.
And you see on the water at the other end of the glade, a mist has formed a little bit.
Is it moving towards me weirdly, or is it just kind of
just
okay.
floating on the water?
Is there any sign of life at all? Like fey life?
No fey life. Plenty of bugs, frogs, crickets, insects.
Nimbus? Hello?
You see a rock kind of like look up at you. Shh. And then the rock just like the legs fold back under the rock.
I'm gonna sneak back into like where the base of the tree is, where there's like, I'm sure like a
you go
root
down?
system.
Sure.
Yeah, and I'll hide there to see what's happening.
Okay, you do. And then you can hear somewhere nearby.
54. Shh. Good morning, everybody!
And the entire glade just completely erupts.
That is 7 hours, 57 minutes, and 59 seconds. Good morning, Glade.
Wow. The Mage of Whispers.
I know. Hold on. Oh, wait a second.
Goes on over to a leaf, quickly twirls it up into a cone, takes a stem, wraps it around, tucks it, and puts it on the head.
I've got a wizard hat. That's me. So, hey, look, I did a little bit of reconnaissance. I found out what that word means. It's when you see the person Connie a second time. Reconnaissance. Anyway, so I went out there beyond the swamp, and oh boy, that place is scary. Don't say anything about the 8-legged. Anyway, came across the cave of shadows. Shadows. So I came across a cave, and I wanted to find out if the snake, what you call a snake, snake, has only one eye. And they do. You know, they try to eat me. So a little word of advice. Don't look at the snake. That's bad. They don't like to be looked at.
And
They're evil.
There's just one?
Yeah, that's all you need. But they have answers. They said that be willing to answer the questions. I would be very careful, though.
Why?
Don't look at the snake. They don't like that.
They don't... Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't look at it. Don't look at it in its eye, because you have the other one, which is why I'm kind of thinking that you will definitely earn a favor. You're the only one able to unlock that thing.
I am very concerned that...
Oh, you should be.
Okay. You know what? We'll figure it out when we get there.
All right. Yeah, that's the spirit. Go for it, right? I mean, hell, what's the worst that can happen? It eats you. And then, well, that's the cycle of life.
Exactly. I won't even care because I'll be dead, right?
That's right. See, that's just how it works. And meanwhile, the snake is going to have a fantastic meal. I mean, look at you.
And kind of like pats your tummy.
That's a Leshy feast right there.
Okay. I'm trying so hard not to break character.
Guess what my middle name is? Chaotic Neutral. Alrighty, so here we go. You ready? That away.
And the wings just like unfurl and then flap, 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 and starts moving down across the glade.
Oh, you're coming too. Okay.
No, hell no. I'll show you where it is, though.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's great. Yeah, lead on.
So, all right, so Nimble makes its way right across it and doesn't even care. There's water. There's stuff in the water. Number one. You know something bad is going to happen if you step in this marsh water.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, flies right across the way. And as it flies,
whoa!
Hold on.
Oh, God.
Thank God. So there's a, like, straight out of the water, you see what is a giant tongue. It comes out and, like, barely misses the sprite. The sprite immediately, like, steers direction very nimbly, probably how they got their name, and makes it the other way, like, by another 5 or 6 feet or so, turns around.
The water wants to eat you, by the way. Just a FYI. So don't, you may want to, hey, can you do this?
And points back to the wings.
Sprout wings?
Well, yeah. You're Fae, aren't you? Leshy have wings, don't you? Like giant leaf things that kind of, don't you?
Not everybody, no.
Oh, okay.
I certainly don't.
Oh, all right. Well, you know, hey, not everyone can be a wizard.
I'll go the boring way. Yeah, we can't all have really cool wings like you.
No. Not everyone's a mage of whispers.
Oh my God.
That's my title, isn't it? Did I mess that one up?
No, you didn't. You did great.
Cool, good. All right, so here we go. Come around. You know what I'm thinking? There's dry land. I think it's dry. I don't know. I've never been there. It's like, well, it's over there. I think rocks are dry, aren't they? I mean, unless they kind of get water on them. What is a rock sitting halfway in water wet or dry?
You're my best friend. You're so fucking
Oh, we're
weird.
best friends already?
No, shut up. All right. You know, that is a sage words coming from the Mage of Whispers.
You hear that? A Leshy. Everyone. if you're listening.
No one's here.
No.
It's just us.
Very well. I accept that honorific because only you know plants, and I am now a sage. I used to have a thing for time, but now it's sage. That's cool.
Well,
I am sage. I'm
Sage
changing
is...
my name.
Oh. Okay.
You should meet my cousins, Rosemary and Thyme.
Do we not talk about parsley?
We don't talk about them anymore. No, ever since that one, holiday, when they, yeah.
It sounds a little politically heated.
Oh, it was politically heated, all right. Holy cow! When they said that furnace and the whole place went up in flames. Oh boy.
God damn.
That's awful.
What is happening? Okay, where's this 8-legged spider? I mean, snacker.
The 8-legged spider. Shh, don't say anything about the spider. Spiders are bad.
Okay, where's
you talk
the
about
socket?
spiders, you get the spider in your throat, and then you have to. So you want to go around? You want to go over there where the philosopher's stone is?
Oh my god! So
I think I'm joking. There's a kid over there with a scar on his head. Fucked up life. Anyway, you go over there. That's where that. Yep.
Okay. How far did you say you were able to go before you had to?
Me? Oh hell, I can fly anywhere. Hey, you want to follow?
Yeah.
Have you ever met an air elemental?
Kind.
You wanna?
Yeah. No, sure.
And she shoots straight up. Couple minutes pass by.
Hey, aren't you coming?
I don't have wings.
Ah, poop. All right. Well, anyway.
Oh my god.
So there's the. I can't tell if that's a rock or an octopus. What do you call those things? Oh yeah, octopus. They also have 8 legs. Everything around here is 8 legs.
You're not 8 legs.
Holy cow! I'm missing 6 legs.
Oh my fucking god. What is happening?
You're fucking with sprites now. The whole world. Topsy-turvy. Those are my cousins. Anyway. Walk around. Topsy and Turvy. Yeah, those are my cousins, man. They you know what they do? They have a circus act.
Yeah?
Yeah. They're small little bugs. They're fleas. So they got a whole act. Yeah, they want to make it over to Little Way. Broadway's way too big, so they have to make it to Narrow Way.
Oh my fucking god. I need to refill my water. I'm gonna go over to this lake.
Don't drink that water. I'm telling you, it's where we pee. No, for real. I wouldn't not oh, wait, which one? Just go around. Just go around.
I'm gonna go get the water.
All right, you go get the water. I'm gonna be here. Oh boy. All right, so hi everyone. So I've always wanted to make it in showbiz. Why am I being stared at right now? Why am I being stared at? Ah, it's got 8 legs. So, hey, the water sprite walking in my life dealing with, hey, look, Sprite, I mean, don't, look, we all have a purpose in life, all right? Now, I get it, you're a water sprite, but we gotta go to the bathroom somewhere, and we don't want it just hanging out on the earth sprite. I mean, you can kind of wash it away, so it kind of is what it is. But, hey, I have an idea. I just came up with a thought of show. Yeah, there's a lot of rocks around here. Roll them. Yeah, roll them. Rock and roll. So, I don't do comedy. So I just kind of live. I'm just breathing. Hi, how is everyone? Vamping. Hi, Only Flaps. Nice to meet ya. Dr. Throat Punch, only hanging out. What did you just send? Those look like somebody's, instead of man boobs, those are stars. What are those? Okay. I don't know. Kind of looks like somebody in a hoodie with like very pronounced man boobs. Anyway, hi. So just waiting for the Leshy to come back. So I'm just gonna vamp here for a little bit. Hey, where are you from? Nothing? You panda ring? It's a panda ring. It's a panda ring. Hey, don't pander to me. Otherwise you're pandering in a panda ring. That wasn't mine. That was only Flaps. I love you too. Okay. You move it to another pool. Wait a second. Oh, come on. Hold on. I sense that the Leshy's coming back.
The Leshy came back.
Hey, you got the water. So
I got the pee-pee water.
well, I mean, careful. There's probably a water Sprite in there. Is it Sprite?
Oh shit, that's really funny.
All right, so you're gonna go walking around. We're gonna continue on this Pathfinder adventure. You gotta find the path. It's around here. Gotta come around the water. Come around the water. This way.
Nimble, you'd make a really good dad.
That'd be great. I would love to have kids. Can you imagine me with kids? Oh, the stories I would tell. But unfortunately, I don't really tell good stories. Snake tells good stories, but you can't look at Snake. So you want to
go... We're not going to look at Snake, but we're going to find Snake.
No, you don't want to look around Snake at all. So I think you should go around. Walk around the fucking lake, will you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was holding you up.
I'm just saying. Look, man, you're the one who wanted to meet the air elementals, and they're all up there. So...
Okay.
I'm not the weird one. I'm gonna go visit the clouds now, but I don't have wings, so...
Bramble's like listening, like the sound of Nimbus is like drifting off, and she's just going around the lake, like like every so often she's like, yeah, you tell him.
So you finally make it around?
Yeah, I'll make it around the lake.
Okay, that's fine. So.
Oh my god.
And that's how the house caught on fire with 4 ducks inside. It was really bad. Anyway, hey, there you are. All right, come on, let's go.
And wings come out and flits down the path.
You told me to go around the lake. Is this another mushroom situation?
No, you're hold on, stop.
The sprite comes over, Nimble flies and urges your shoulder to turn around to face the glade. You go,
see that side? That's called the far shores. That's where you were. And then...
And kind of turns you a little bit more, like it flits you around to the other side.
That's the other shore. That's the nearer shore. That's the one that you kind of followed. And then finally you came here. Now that you're on the other side of the lake, I'm going to turn you around just like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Man, for a plant, you're heavy. All right. Well,
you know, that's the second time you said something.
Have
about
you seen
that.
me? I weigh like as much as 5 1/4 dewdrops. I mean, look at you. You're practically a red oak. Anyway, come down this way. Come on, Stumpy. Let's go.
As Bramble follows, she's like poking like her belly, like my vines are cute. I like my vines. I grew this myself.
Finally, you've gone down a little bit of a ways, and it looks like an old deer path. It is what you are following. It continues downhill, and alongside you, rivulets and little creeks and what have you have made, they're following. When you finally get down into a rocky area, the sprite, Nimble, turns to the right and starts going further into the forest off of a beaten path.
Now, it should be around here oh, that's right, because I was just here last night. Alrighty. Well, if sleep deprivation hasn't led me wrong, we should be around here somewhere.
And after a couple of minutes, you finally find yourself in another area. This is a rocky outcropping. That's the first thing that you notice. And then a small clearing directly in front of it. Rocks are pretty much everywhere. But then you also see something that is quite possibly most disturbing. Statues. Many of them running away, but none are actually moving.
Nimble?
Yeah.
When you say don't look at the snack,
Yeah.
is that because they turn things that look at it into stone?
Well, yeah, but it's kind of hard to do that with only one eye. So you kind of have a heads up, a head start. It'll have its head up. Yeah.
So if I give it its eye back, it could just start.
It might do something for you. I mean, if you're, you might get stoned, but if that's your thing, I'm not here to judge.
God damn it. Do I know? I want to use my lore master lore. I recall a couple different monster manuals or bestiaries.
Sure.
That I have had to document before. Was there anything about like a basilisk or local to the area specifically? Because we're pretty close to home.
So, yeah, I mean, you're somewhere around there. You can roll a Arcana or Nature.
Oh, good. Nature's higher than lore master lore.
Then there you go.
Excellent.
Yeah. Your
24.
lore master, what is it?
24.
Oh, absolutely. This is a nasty, nasty beast. 8 legs don't stare at it. That's a basilisk.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Cool. Are there any particular like legendary like basilisks bacilli?
Are there any legendary ones?
Yeah, ones that like, because we're like in the region. So was there any? Were there any folk tales, like story tales about like, how like
I can tell you that there's none. You don't know of any basilisk by name in this region.
Okay, cool. All right, so don't look it in the eye, but give it its other eye.
Well, yeah, I don't know how you're gonna arrange it, but you're the one who unlocked its riddle, so I mean,
cool. Why didn't you turn into?
Because I knew not to look at it in the eye. I mean, that's kind of like Sprite 101. They teach you certain things, like little survival techniques. Don't look at a basilisk in the eye. Don't help a chicken cross the road. All the common sense life lessons.
Yeah. I remember that class. Awesome. So cool. Are you sticking around or?
Oh, hell no. I'm going to be out of here. But, hey, if you haven't survived this, then maybe you can be like, come on back.
And then you hear a from deep within the cave.
Did it just make a sound or did you say something into the mic?
No, it just made a sound.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's that way.
You do that, and all you see is this small dot of a sprite hightailing it out of here in the distance.
All right, bye, Nimble. You've been real helpful. I'm going to approach the cave.
So, when you come near it, the first thing that you get out of it is a sense of It smells like rotten flesh and vegetation. There's a bone over there that's been gnawed on by what appears to be a very large mouth. With a successful, your choice, survival or perception check, I might be able to tell you a little bit more about this.
That's going to be perception all day long with that plus 10. 18.
Nice. So you do see tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And they are not pretty whatsoever. The feet themselves seem to have 3 claws in the front, 1 in the back, almost like almost like a chicken. And you count the number of footsteps, and indeed there are 8, 4 on either side. You see a brushing up of dirt behind what you believe are the rear feet, and that would indicate a tail. It seems to be heavier. You're looking at something that you estimate to be about it could be about 10 feet long.
Okay. Well, at least it's not as big as the Spider Queen lady. Shadow Snake, I have brought you your eye.
You say that into the cave, and there is a stirring of motion within, deep within.
I'm going to hide behind one of the stone statues, and I'm gonna quickly polish up a piece of a silver piece so I could use it as a mirror to.
Oh, that's pretty ingenious. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, to look at it.
Okay, so you're kind of looking at it this way?
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear a shuffle of many feet in deep within.
Mm-hmm.
Say my name again.
Well, I think it's Shadow Snake, but the folks in the next glade over have been saying Snake, just in case. I don't know where the accent goes.
I would welcome dinner. Step in, let me see you.
I mean, out here's fine, right? Out here's fine.
I can't see you out there.
Well, do you promise not to eat me?
Of course.
How come I don't believe that? I have your eyeball. It's glowing, kind of, and purple.
Glowing? Why is it glowing?
I think you're speaking into a rock directly, because sometimes I hear what you're saying, and then sometimes there's a little bit.
Ah. Come closer, then. If the rock is glowing, I would like to know why.
Oh, well, I guessed correctly in the joke. The riddle?
You understood a riddle. Tell me then, what is its answer?
Well, it glowed when I said shadow, and it glowed when I said snake.
Then you know what I am. Come then within the shadows. I'll be more than happy to take the eye off of you.
Oh, see, so, okay. Here's the thing. I'm a very educated Leshy. I've done a lot of reading, so when you say things they'll be more than happy to take it off of me. What I'm hearing is with my arm attached or with my life, and I just don't appreciate the odds of that.
There is such greatness in delivering a gift to one such as me.
What? Like what?
The ability to breathe again.
See, again is where I take pause because I'm breathing now. And I think this whole time, by the way, I am I'm doing Shameless Request.
Oh,
Tell me about it. What does it do?
This is the one that I tried to do with the oh no, that was Wild Empathy. So Shameless Request is I can downplay the consequences or outrageousness of my request using sheer brazenness and charm. When I request something, you reduce any DC increases from making an outrageous request by 2, and if you roll a critical failure for your request, you get a failure instead. While this means you can never cause your target to reduce their attitude towards you by making a request, they eventually tire of requests even though they still have a positive attitude towards you. The harmlessly cute portion of that is my size and demeanor make it easy for me to convince others that I mean no harm. I gain that skill feat as a bonus feat. Also, I get a +1 circumstance bonus to initiative checks when I roll deception for initiative.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
So I'm thinking ahead. So I think this situation is reminding me of when I tried Wild Empathy on the cave centipede.
Sure.
And it was like 9 times. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go inside this dark cave.
Okay.
So I'm going to step out from behind the stone statue with my back towards the cave.
Okay.
I have the coin. Assuming that he can't actually leave the cave, and that's why he wants me to go towards the cave. So, okay. I have no use for this eye at all.
Wait a minute.
What?
I hate to inform you.
What?
Shameless Request is level 7.
But it says it's a level 1. Harmlessly Cute gives me Shameless Request.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh. Fuck. That's awesome. Okay. Never mind. All right. So that is freaking awesome. Alrighty. Well, go ahead and roll Deceptione.
What's if it's initiative?
Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Hold on.
Oh, but I'm actually not gonna roll deception.
Are you it allows you to roll deception for your initiative, and that's the action that you're taking, isn't it?
It says I gain a +1 circumstance bonus to initiative checks when I roll deception for initiative, but it doesn't say I have to.
Right, so then you won't get any initiative bonuses.
I don't need it because the initiative for deception initiative is +2, so it'll only be a +3 if I roll perception.
Are you rolling deception or perception?
I'm gonna roll perception.
So you're not using the request. You're not actively trying to deceive him by going along the lines of harmlessly cute then.
Okay, so
you could totally roleplay it that way. That's absolutely fine. I just want to be clear on what it is that you're trying to roll.
Yeah, to me this doesn't read like I have to roll deception for initiative, just that I have the option. But
yeah, if you do roll deception, then you would get your bonuses. Otherwise, this is just straight up RP. You don't need to use the feat because the feat isn't going to help you unless you're actually using deception.
Okay, hold on a second.
Because I don't know.
I
Are you actively trying to downplay the consequences or the outrageousness of your request through sheer brazenness and charm?
I'm going to, and
that's a
part
deception
of it,
roll.
For initiative?
Mm-hmm. Initiative
Or
in Pathfinder
just
2e can be any skill that you happen to be using at the time.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Fine, I'll do that. It's fine. Not a big deal.
Well, I don't want you doing anything that you don't want to do. So I'm not trying to force you. I apologize if I'm coming across that way. But what I want to know is, are you actively trying to charm your way out of this? Or are you looking That's the difference between these two.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actively trying to charm. I didn't realize I was in it. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to charm him and say, please don't eat me. But if we're going to go into initiative, then I guess that is deception. That's fine. We could do that. Okay, I'm good. I have no token in this scene.
Yeah, I just need to create a map for you. That's not a problem.
Okay. Cool.
I can do that real quick. 1 second. Let me get you this over here and this over here. We're just going to put these two. We're not going to be using Foundry, but
just for cool.
Yeah, exactly. We're just going to use it for that. Alrighty. We can. Oh, hold on. Let me get you out of this. Do this real quick. 1 second. Let's get you back there. There we go. Alrighty. You want to use... Hold on. Let me roll real quick. Alrighty. Go ahead and it assumes perception. So we're going to update you, and you wanted to use...
It did it. It rolled deception.
It rolled deception?
Yeah. You rolled initiative. It says initiative deception.
Oh, so it did. Holy
I think
crap.
because I changed it in my sheet. So you
copy that. Oh, that's awesome. Good. Yay. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
In which case,
I
then,
rolled really fucking high. Cool.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Yay. So as far as you understand it, you get to go first.
Cool. Holy shit. I just realized he has a plus 11 for his initiative. Cool. Okay. So Bramble has like the coin and is like backing up like closer to the entrance of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
And she holds up the eye in the other hand and then is trying to like get some sort of like visual on the basilisk. So I don't really understand what you can do with two eyes. And Nimble said that you could help me find the last seed of the first Leshy. Maybe I was thinking it's in Starbury. I don't know if you know where that is, but I'm just a little guy, and I don't know if you heard Nimble. Nimble said I have like red oak sized legs. That's clearly not true. I like hold up my leg. I'm like, I am just absolutely twigs and hardly an excuse for kindling, let alone a toothpick. So
you can hear movement going around, and almost it's there. You can hear saliva dripping.
Yeah. So I promise you might be allergic. I got a lot of sap, a lot of flowers, a lot of pollen, spores, and I go like poof out like my spores. Like, so guaranteed something's not going to agree with your digestive system if you were to eat me. But I will give you this eye. I have no need for it, and it's yours. If you want, you could tell me more about the last seed and if it's in Starbury, where this sentinel, the stone golems could be.
If you put it beside the opening, and it is my eye, I will be more than happy to answer any questions you may have.
Okay.
And you see a face coming out, and all it is a head about the size of your torso. From side to side, a wide mouth, a very long stalactite-like teeth, closed, eyes on either side pointing forward. On it, its head kind of spins around on a elongated neck, coming out to a bulbous body, and then you can see a three-toed claw come out, almost like a thinned-out version of a Komodo foot.
Ooh.
And then somewhere in the distance, a tail lashes around several feet off the ground.
Okay. Sure. So you just stay right there. I'm gonna roll this towards you. I'm gonna prep to give it a little bowling push.
You see a green eye turn and look, glowing ever so slowly towards you. I mean, glowing ever. How do you glow slowly? This thing turns its head slowly towards you, and you can see a green eye getting brighter as you go to take that action. But you only see one glowing eye. And you are looking at it through a mirror.
Yeah.
And you are rolling. Well, you're kind of chucking because it's not really round. It's shaped like an almond almost.
Yeah, well, if it's shaped like an almond, then I'm gonna kind of roll it like a football.
Oh, it's not that big. It's this big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna chuck it. I'm gonna just be like, here, catch.
Sure. Give me an unarmed strike. It could be a straight up dexterity save if you want.
Oh, what's a dex? I don't have dex saves here.
Oh, sorry. That's right. That's 5e. Dex check. Or actually, no, you should have an unarmed strike on there.
I do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
Uh, 17?
That'll land close. Yeah. It bounces just a little bit and then lands on the soft rock. Or on the soft, yep, I'm soaring today. Soaring high.
Does it glow slowly?
Yeah. It's kind of like just that purplish glow. A little bit difficult to tell out there in the sunlight. But you can hear a shuffling starts coming towards it. And then you can see the sun coming, beating down on a portion of its head. Green, scaly skin pulls back away from the teeth, perpetually revealed. You are looking at it how?
Through the coin.
And you did you toss it over your shoulder or backhand it? Oh, you toss it over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Then let's make that a misfortune check, or a misfortune roll. So roll one more time.
Okay. 10.
We'll say it gets about halfway to 3/4 of the way there.
Is he able to grab it?
Come, little delicacy. Pick it up and bring it to me, and then I shall answer you questions 3. I just made that up. Bring it to me.
I mean, here's the thing. You are intimidating and powerful looking, and I am sure that you want nothing more than to just be trusted at your word. But this little Leshy, just a little guy, reminding you that it's hard to be so trusting of such a great presence before me. So how about I just help it along a little bit? I'm gonna.
Now you can make that deception check. Well, no, you already rolled a 19, so we're going to use that previously. So when you're going to make that request, you reduce the DC. Any DC increases for making an outrageous request by 2. Okay, cool. You got a 19. Let me see.
What could a little Leshy do against me? I invite you then. Come closer. Take my eye. Throw it deeper. Let me see that smiling little face of yours.
Are we happy about this? Are we smiling here? You're smiling. I could see through the coin, but
Always.
That seems to be exhausting. Do you even have bad days? You know you don't have to smile. Like, no one's making you smile. You could be sad if you want.
The eye, make with the eye.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Was that like the eye? Was it like really sharp? Like, I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
Really
It's like, so you're looking at like a piece of obsidian, like something or another, and there is one sharp side that Nimble warned you about. And it just holding on to it, you could tell there's like, oh my god, this thing is ridiculously sharp.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna get a little closer, but I'm gonna use my vines, the vines that I use when I do like shield block or when I climb.
Cool.
I'm gonna use my
Okay.
vines to like reach and like flick it closer.
Yeah, sure. Oh, wow, that's really cool. That's really, really cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna say that you reach out, okay, with one of your vines. You kind of flick it a little bit closer. Give me unarmed attack. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna leave this up to chance because you're also doing it over like with a mirror, and you're like looking in that way.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Nice. 25. That's a 25.
Pink, this thing. Oh my god! All right, hold on. Let me just let me pull this up.
It goes right back into his eye socket.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here. Okay. You go flicking it, and the only thing that you hear.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
It comes. There's a thrashing around side, and like a little bit of the dust and a little bit of pebbles comes down out of the cave opening, like falling down on the ground as he lashes up against a rock, and you catch a quick little glimpse of like blood in his eye, where it just. I mean, you got it right in. You got it right in. His AC's at 22,
nice.
and you got it 25, so we're gonna say that. Yeah, screw it. Really cool. You got it in. He's like lashing around, and enough where it's just causing a fantastic disruption.
I'm sorry.
A claw comes up. It's like trying to like soothe his eye. It is just not working. There's like blood coming out.
Here. Maybe hold on a second. Here, and I'm gonna.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna scoop up some dirt.
Oh God. Okay.
Cast healing plaster.
Wow. Okay.
Turn it into a little snowball. And try to chuck it behind me. See if it lands on his eye.
All right.
Here,
Roll.
This should feel better.
Roll with misfortune. Goddamn, this is the story of this campaign. It's awesome. All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, what is this? Keep lower. Let's do that. There we go.
Oh shit.
A 16.
Unfortunately, oh God, it is such a cool idea, though. It is such a cool idea.
It didn't work for the cave centipede. He actually bled out to death. Please don't scratch yourself. I'm just trying to help.
So
Don't rub your eye.
What is that? What kind of trickery are you giving me?
It's not a trick. Are you really that alone in this world that you think that everyone's out to get you or something? I'm just trying to help. It'll feel good. It's got aloe in it.
give me diplomacy.
Okay. Ooh, what am I doing? Cool. Where's my Oh, what was that? That was you. Diplomacy. Oh, that was really bad. It was a 9.
Yeah.
Chat, no one in this world would dare enter here. I have no time for friends. Come a little bit closer, Leshy, and I will give you what you deserve.
What? Why did you say that nobody would want to come into your cave?
What? Never mind this. I've had enough of this.
Listen,
and there's like boom, 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 feet, and this thing is right in front of you. It's like I'd say maybe 15 feet or so. Like
You are not gonna get anywhere in life if you just throw a temper tantrum. I'm trying to help you. You're bleeding, and I'm trying to help you. I can cast magic, and this is healing plaster, and I cast it again in my hand. And I see it turns this. I turn this dirt into mud, and it's got like this kind of like little mossy glow on it, and that I wanted you to put it on your eye to stop the bleeding. That seems kind of like it hurts, and I feel bad because I did. You know what?
Give me another diplomacy check.
I was gonna say, does it look like he's starting to be affected by the sunlight negatively? 13.
Not at all. No.
19.
Ooh. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna role play this out. So listen.
I got a 12.
Yeah. So listen, I was kind of alone in my village, even though there were people all over the place, and I didn't have to turn them to stone or anything. So I don't know what that's all about. But I still needed help to get here, and I still needed friends, and I'm just trying to help, okay? And you know, if you're gonna kill me, you're gonna kill me, but then your eye's gonna hurt for a really long time. And I'm just trying to help, so you get to choose. And I'm gonna march indignantly into the cave. Where
Are you going like walking backwards?
Yeah, I'm walking backwards, okay. Marching, and I'm not looking at him, just assuming I'm always gonna look through the coin. And I'm gonna find where the healing plaster is, like in this like clumpy little pile. I'm gonna scoop it back up, and I'm gonna hold it up like this. I'm gonna say, like, here, put this. Give me your eye. Give me your eye, please.
Oh God, you can hear a shifting around, and it's so uncomfortable. All right, I'm changing this a little bit.
I think Bramble is riding on the concept that there is an equal amount of imbalance and balance in nature, and that if there is something as big as and monstrous as a basilisk, then there's something as big and as the concept of hope that a basilisk can not be so monstrous at the same time, if that makes sense.
So, blinded in one eye and in extreme pain.
All right. Now this might sting for just a second, but I promise you it's going to.
His head comes fully out, and it comes over on your right side because it's its left eye.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sticks its head out. You can feel the weight of its presence immediately behind you. The length of its body, something like 10 feet long. And the teeth, I mean, there is saliva in between. There's 100 teeth in like per square inch. It's awful.
Cool. Yeah, I think that I have this feeling like the heebie-jeebies up my spine that like one of his claws could just like sever every single vine in my torso. But I'm really hoping that there's like, you know, that he won't like needlessly just like eat me.
What do you do?
So as his head comes like closer, I'm like, okay, so I gotta, no offense to you, but I'm not supposed to look at you because I'll end up like them, and then we'll both be out of luck because I won't be tastier as rocks. So just move your a little to the just hold on, I gotta get in the crease right here.
Over.
No, don't. It's gonna get more irritated the more I touch it. I just want to.
He's standing still. I feel like his head is just kind of staying still.
So you're gonna want to have to stay in the cool, damp place for a little while. If you are in the heat, it's gonna crack. Yeah, it's in. It's good. You're good. You look great. You look good.
What you notice, though, is that his eyes are like, well, one eye he's actually keeping shut and he's averting gaze.
Oh, like he's not looking at me?
No.
Aww.
And you just see him, like you can hear, he turns around, totally not facing you, and goes back into the cave.
You know, hold on, I have an idea. I could do this while you're telling me. I hear you're a really good storyteller. I just wanted to learn more about this last seed of the first Leshy in case you might have known more about it. But I don't know if I need to go to Strawberry or if it's somewhere else.
I don't know anything about this Strawberry, but I do know about this seed.
Oh, I would love to know everything you know. I'm going to be crafting something while you.
You do not like my story enough to listen?
No, I do. I'm listening. So I have this thing where sometimes I pay more attention if I'm doing something with my hands at the same time. It helps me focus. But I also want to help you. I think I have an idea of your situation. So I want to work on it a little bit while you're telling me all about the last seed, if that's okay.
The seed was hidden long time ago. It used to be around here. It was no longer secure. They took it to a hidden place in a realm of shadows, so it could never be exposed to the hatred of life ever again.
You're a shadow snake, according to that riddle.
No, I am a basilisk.
Well, yeah, I know that. So why was the eye glowing when I said shadow snake?
That is my name.
Oh, your name is Shadow Snake. That's really nice. That's a nice name. Is it Snake or Snake? I don't want to mispronounce it.
Who says Snake?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Nobody says Snake, but
And
apparently
I am not a snake. Shadow Serpent was my name. I used to be. I got that amongst my friends. We used to hide and seek. And then, of course, I always won. Because I learned to hide in the shadows.
And then they would turn to stone, so you'd win.
And they thought I was a snake that slithers on the ground because I was always quick and they couldn't see me coming.
Oh. Well, I mean, if I was staying here longer, I'd play hide and seek with you. That sounds really sad and lonely.
You need to go from this place. You want to go north.
North. To my home? To Tearful Breck? What's my home called?
Tearful Breg.
Breg, yeah. Breg. To Tearful Breg?
I don't know that name, but I do know there is a land of shadows to the north. There you will be able to find it. Or at least where it used to be.
Oh. Okay, thank you. That's really helpful. I made this for you.
What?
While he was telling the story,
Yeah.
I peeled a couple of leaves that I was growing off of my orange little hat thing.
Okay.
And I tied them with a vine and then made another a circle with 2 leaves on the side. And so I'm going to say here, just come close for a second. I'm not looking at
his head comes out and his eyes are closed, or he's looking down at the ground.
Yeah. And I put it on and it looks like blinders, like carriage horses.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so you could take these off if you want. I notice you have 8 legs to choose from to do that. So just be careful because your claws are really sharp. It might cut the vines. But this way, you don't have to like always close your eyes. You can kind of just be in the moment, be present with the people that you care about. You know what I mean? So these are going to help you so that you don't turn them to stone. So maybe they'll come back and play hide and seek with you and not feel like they're going to die, essentially.
He puts his head back out there. And you put the blinders on him. And you can see his head kind of like moving around. And he like lifts up one claw and kind of like readjusts a little bit.
This is nice.
Yeah, they're also like UV protection too, so.
Go to the north now.
Okay. Thank you for not eating me.
Thank you, friend.
And he turns around and like slowly goes back into his cave. And our little Leshy grows just a little bit more. Killing with kindness over here. Holy crap.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I can't wait when I level up. I'm going to have the best basilisk related spell. I can't do that. Just 3 encounters.
Fucking amazing. I know. You're like 3 for 0 for 3. 3 for 0.
Breaking the DM.
3 for, oh, it's awesome. No, it's fantastic. And that is where we are going to conclude tonight.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna wind this. That was absolutely beautiful. Wow, never had anybody befriend a basilisk before. So they are typically neutral. They're not evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean, Bramble's not out to like fight things. She's very much of the mindset like, you could just be having a bad day, and there's logically there's no reason for him to eat her. Like, so she's kind of like, yeah, it's scary, but like, what's going on in his world?
So one little thing for you is that I decided that the Leshy that only _flaps LFAPS right here in the chat drew this, and I decided that every time that our little Leshy does something like really, really cool, the Leshy grows a little.
That's amazing. But I am so cool that everything I do is cool. Therefore, next episode, she's going to be off the screen. That's how big she's going to be.
All right, that's fine. So we'll just put this back there.
No, that was perfect. That was such a good Grinch move.
Anyway, all right, let's go back home here. So, Erin, I can't. Fuck. My God, I really, really appreciate this. Thank you for the. Erin, thank you so much for trying that out.
Yeah.
Okay, you came across a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm going to ask you the same thing I started asking on Saturday. Tell me about the things that you learned, and based on your answers, if they are viable, then you get XP for that. If they're viable. I'm going to gaslight you into thinking that they're not viable.
God. Yeah, I love it. I love being gaslit. It's my favorite.
Oh, it's totally. I know it's totally your thing.
It's totally my thing. So I learned.
So what'd you learn? I'm really curious.
I learned that you can carry a scene by yourself.
I don't know if that's going to get you away. That'll get you extra hugs and kisses tonight, but that may not get you.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
You told me to incorporate that today, and I did. I was like,
oh, it's fucking awesome. That was awesome. But yeah, because you're so cute, man. It's like, let your cuteness shine. I mean, I've never had I've never had a campaign where somebody's just like, oh, I'm just going to befriend everyone because I'm adorbs. And then.
Well, Periwinkle Zephyrus was like the original, the OG.
My God.
I'm going to marry this centipede.
Yeah, Alex is not wrong here. Erin uses weaponized cute, 100%.
I do.
We had a one shot during Crossroads, Yeah, the one shot
It was
turn
in
crossroads.
between. It was in between 1 and 2, season 1 and 2, Crossroads.
That's right. And they were in a place, and your character ended up doing. So there was a major problem that needed to be solved, and the problem was being guarded by a giant centipede. These were like level 1 characters. What did you do?
I I decided to compliment the centipede, and I was like, and then I propositioned it. I said, I promise I will bring you back. I gave it my watch, and I was like, you like this? And I was like, you've got like 100 arms. If I'll come back, I promise I'll come back, and I will give you a watch for every single one of those beautiful arms. And then I romanced it, and then I was like, we can get married. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna settle down, have some kids, have a home, get married. And it was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was just yeah, that's fine. That sounds like yeah, that's cool. It's just, and they end up getting hitched. Fucking amazing.
Friends
Alrighty.
and family discount. Okay, what did I learn?
Okay, yeah. So
I learned that I learned more about the curse that Avianth has has had bestowed upon him, about like the pocket dimension library and like the mechanics of all of that.
Yeah, well, you did learn about his curse, but how did that further your knowledge? Like, how would you be able to apply that in the future? Like, that kind of stuff is what gets you XP.
I think the concept of the pocket dimension library is more of a, like, things are more nuanced than they appear on the surface.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Like, he was just a guy in a tree, and he's a guy in a tree with a library in a book. So it's pretty interesting.
Okay.
So just to be a little bit more open to that, I learned about I mean, I don't know if this is going to really count as XP, but I learned of the literal direction I needed to go, which furthered me in the journey. I learned that...
I'd say, I mean, you defeated the basilisk.
Yeah, I befriended the basilisk.
Right.
So... again, that's another nod towards things aren't as clear cut as they appear.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to add on to that, clear cut as they appear, all of that sprite nonsense, their intentions were kind of super duper neutral, and I wasn't sure, like, if they were tricking me or if they needed something. It was just like, I guess you could ask this guy. So I did their quest thing, but with no real, like, clear reward except for, like, a general reposition of my trajectory.
Through channel chaos.
Yeah, it was very all of that, just to be like, you actually just turn right, and that's the direction you need to go to. Like, you were going too far left.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, so it was a very convoluted way to be realigned.
I'd say you got the riddle. Okay. So
yeah, I got the riddle.
So you learn that the Fae will typically work with you if you just do some sort of whimsical thing. I feel like that's the kind of thing that your character would have known coming out of there, but to actually see it practiced by someone or something just on the outside, that's an entirely different thing.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
Pocket dimensions, the basilisk. Yeah, I like how you said that things are a little bit more nuanced. Avianth turned from this guy who lived in a hollow tree to, holy shit, there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on there, and you learned a little bit more about the world. Mm-hmm. So, a quick question for you. It's been weeks now since Bramble went out on the journey, since day one. Where does Bramble sit in terms of, like, growing into the world and understanding, okay, yeah, it can be difficult, it can be easy, it can be deadly. Like, where does Bramble sit in terms of realizing her place in things?
I think she's kind of leaned into the chaos that comes with the calm. Like in her town, everything was quiet and uneventful with a purpose of it being quiet and uneventful, and that to them was like Nordaga's way, like those peaceful, balanced, but really it's very tumultuous, right? Like all the relationships that she had and the strife that she had within like herself and the community. So there, it's a little bit of a opposites kind of thing. What seems peaceful on the outside can be terrible on the inside. But then what seems like chaotic on the outside could also be peaceful on the inside. Like
That's
Nimble
valid.
is Nimble's probably very at peace with herself, but she's pure chaos on the outside. So I think she's feeling like as unsure as she is, if she leans into the chaos of it all, she'll find like that peaceful spot to be. So, like, trust the process is kind of what she's going with.
Okay, so just totally go with the flow. All righty. All right, cool. I will give you your XP. I know that we already got you, due to Saturday's adventure, that we already got you close to 4th level. This is episode 7. So we're on the fast track of things here, about 800 XP per level. So you're doing extraordinarily well. It's still getting like... It's, again, you're ramping up. Is there one thing that Bramble fears? This is my last question of the night.
I think she just fears not being able to make it. Like, I think she had a moment where she was like, oh, I know where I need to go, or I have like a destination, a description of a destination that has the potential to have a lot of stuff happen from now until then. So I think she feels her own mortality a little bit.
Okay. All right. So thank you for that. I really appreciate you trusting me as your GM. This has been a hell of a journey. I love laughing with you. I love playing games with you. So this is really, really fun. Really, really fun. So thank you, Barbara. Who can we have as... Oh, there's a cutscene here, according to Alex. Hold on. Back in town, a small group of Leshy gathered to discuss something. Think Bramble's been eaten yet? Bramble. Oh, yeah, archivist assistant. Yeah, probably. So, I know. Wait till we find out exactly where Bramble is, what Bramble's actually able to do. Let's see if we have anybody in Pathfinder world that's currently... I know Tabletop Rolls is currently going. Who else do we have? Who else?
I was gonna say it's not Pathfinder. Potch is streaming.
Potch is streaming. If you guys happen to like art, we do rate him a lot.
Yeah, we don't have to.
It's been a while. And he also hangs out in here quite frequently. If you guys happen to enjoy art, and we're talking like art, high quality art, such as that, which only Flaps can provide, as well as several other artists here. Potchfad is another kind of artist, graffiti art, and a totally chill scene. I have never met him personally. We live on opposite sides of a continent. But we've already sworn that we're probably brothers somewhere, somehow. So we absolutely love each other. Go out there and further this bromance and enjoy the amazing, amazing graffiti art of Potchfad. A totally chill time from an amazing, amazing, loving person. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday for Kill City Sinners Cyberpunk Adventure and Powered by the Apocalypse. We'll see you guys then. Have a great night, everyone. Stay dorkable!
Bye.
And he's there.